What if your grocery store closed tomorrow? Would your pantry have your back, or would your food spoil before you could use it? In today's video, we're revealing 20 foods that never expire, yes, not for a year, not even a decade. These are the ultimate survival staples that, when stored right, could outlast you. From overlooked essentials to surprising long-term heroes, we've got you covered. Stick around for the final 5, they'll blow your mind. If you're into smart prepping, saving money, or cutting food waste, hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more life-changing tips. 1. The timeless treasure, honey. Imagine a food so ancient and enduring that it has been found in Egyptian tombs, still edible after thousands of years. That's honey for you, a golden syrupy marvel that defies time. Honey isn't just a sweetener, it's a survivalist's dream. Its natural properties make it one of the few foods that truly never spoils. What's the secret? Honey is incredibly low in moisture and highly acidic, creating an environment where bacteria and mold simply cannot thrive. This natural preservation is why honey has been a staple for centuries. From ancient civilizations to modern kitchens, over time honey may crystallize or thicken, but don't mistake this for spoilage. It's just a natural process, and a quick warm-up will return it to its smooth liquid form. Beyond its longevity, honey is a powerhouse of utility. It's not just a sweetener for your tea or toast, it's also a natural healer. During World War I, soldiers used honey as an antibacterial dressing for wounds, and even today, medical-grade honey is used in hospitals for burn treatments. Its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties make it a valuable addition to any emergency kit. In a crisis, honey becomes more than just a pantry item. It's a source of quick energy, thanks to its glucose and fructose content, and can even serve as a substitute for sugar when supplies are low. But not all honey is created equal. To ensure its indefinite shelf life, stock up on pure raw honey. Many commercial brands are diluted with syrups or heavily processed, which can compromise its longevity. Look for local or organic options stored in glass jars or food-grade containers. Honey is not just a food, it's a legacy, a medicine, and a survival tool all rolled into one. 2. The sweet survivor, pure maple syrup. When you think of maple syrup, you probably picture it drizzled over pancakes or waffles. But did you know that pure maple syrup is a survival food that can last for decades? We're not talking about the sugary, artificial stuff in plastic bottles. This is 100% real maple syrup made from tree sap that's boiled down to perfection. Its high sugar content and low moisture levels make it naturally resistant to bacteria and mold, giving it an impressive shelf life. If stored correctly in a cool, dark place, unopened pure maple syrup can last indefinitely. Even after opening, it can stay fresh for a year in the fridge or even longer if frozen. But maple syrup isn't just about sweetness, it's a nutritional powerhouse. Packed with manganese, zinc, and antioxidants, it provides essential nutrients that are especially valuable in survival situations where food variety is limited. Native Americans didn't just use maple syrup for its flavor, they relied on it as a natural remedy to combat fatigue and boost stamina. In a survival pantry, maple syrup is more than just a treat. It's a versatile ingredient that can be used in baking, marinades, and even to make stale bread more palatable. It's also a valuable trade item, offering comfort and calories in tough times. To ensure you're getting the real deal, check the label. Pure maple syrup should have only one ingredient, maple syrup. Store it in glass or food-grade metal containers to maximize its shelf life. This sweet survivor is more than a breakfast staple. It's a long-lasting, multifunctional asset for any prepper. 3. The eternal essential, salt. Salt is so common and inexpensive that it's easy to overlook its incredible value as a survival food. But this humble mineral is far more than just a seasoning, it's a lifesaver. Pure table salt, sea salt, or rock salt, when stored properly, never expires. Unlike organic substances, salt is a natural mineral that doesn't break down, rot, or spoil. Its high salinity creates an environment where microorganisms can't survive, making it one of the oldest and most reliable preservatives in human history. Ancient civilizations used salt to cure meat, preserve fish, and keep food edible for months, long before refrigeration was even a concept. But its uses go far beyond food preservation. In survival situations, salt becomes a multifunctional tool. It can be used to clean wounds, soothe sore throats, and even create oral rehydration solutions for dehydration. Mixed with baking soda, it can serve as a natural toothpaste. In freezing conditions, salt can melt ice, making it a practical asset in cold climates. For long-term storage, keep salt in a sealed, moisture-free container away from humidity. While iodized salt is fine for everyday use, it's best to stockpile natural sea salt or Himalayan pink salt for long-term storage, as these are free from additives that could affect their shelf life. Salt is not just a pantry staple, it's a cornerstone of survival. Its permanence and versatility make it an essential item for any emergency stockpile. 4. The versatile vinegar. Apple cider and beyond. Vinegar might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of survival foods, but it's one of the most underrated items you can stockpile. Whether it's apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, or balsamic, one thing remains constant: vinegar doesn't expire. Its high acidity creates a hostile environment for bacteria and mold, ensuring it stays safe to use indefinite. Even if it becomes cloudy over time, that's just the mother, a natural byproduct of fermentation that's actually beneficial for your health. But vinegar's value goes far beyond its shelf life. It's a true multitasker in survival situations. Apple cider vinegar can be used to preserve fruits and vegetables through pickling, soothe sore throats, aid digestion, and even repel insects when sprayed around your home. White vinegar is a powerful natural cleaner and disinfectant, making it invaluable for maintaining hygiene in challenging conditions. In ancient times, vinegar was even used to purify water, a practice adopted by Roman soldiers in early American households. For long-term storage, keep at least one large bottle of apple cider vinegar and one of white vinegar. Store them in a cool, dark place with the lids tightly sealed. No refrigeration is needed, and you'll never have to worry about an expiration date. Vinegar is more than just a pantry item, it's a survival tool, a natural remedy, and a cleaning agent all in one. Its versatility and durability make it a must-have for any well-prepared household. 5. Flavorful lifesaver. Bouillon cube. Small but mighty, bouillon cubes are the unsung heroes of any survival pantry. These compact blocks of concentrated flavor, whether chicken, beef, vegetable, or mushroom, are designed to last for years, even decades when stored properly. Made from dehydrated stock, salt, fat, and spices, bouillon cubes are naturally shelf-stable, making them a must-have for long-term food storage. Their tiny size and lightweight nature mean you can store hundreds of servings in just a small jar or bag, making them incredibly space-efficient. In an emergency when fresh ingredients are scarce and meals start to feel repetitive, bouillon cubes can transform bland food into something comforting and flavorful. A single cube dissolved in boiling water creates a warm, savory broth that can lift spirits and boost morale during tough times. Add it to rice, pasta, beans, or canned vegetables, and suddenly, you've got a meal that tastes like home. This might seem like a small luxury, but in survival situations, flavor can make a world of difference. It not only improves appetite but also provides a psychological boost when conditions are less than ideal. To maximize their shelf life, store bouillon cubes in an airtight container, away from heat and moisture. For even longer storage, consider vacuum sealing them, or using mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. These little cubes are more than just a seasoning, they're a resource stretcher, a morale booster, and a survival essential. Whether you're preparing for a power outage or building a long-term emergency stockpile, bouillon cubes are a flavorful investment in your future. 6. The survival staple, white rice. White rice may seem plain and unassuming, but it's one of the most powerful foods you can stockpile for long-term survival. When stored correctly, white rice can last an astonishing 30 years or more, making it a cornerstone of any emergency food supply. This isn't just a theory, it's been tested and proven by food storage experts. The key to its longevity lies in proper storage. Keep it dry, airtight, and away from heat or light. Vacuum-sealed bags or mylar pouches with oxygen absorbers are ideal for ensuring it remains fresh for decades. What makes white rice so valuable in a crisis? It's calorie-dense, easy to cook, and incredibly versatile. As a base for meals, it pairs perfectly with canned goods, preserved foods, or even just a sprinkle of salt or bouillon. In situations where every calorie counts, white rice provides long-lasting energy and is easy to digest, making it suitable for children, the elderly, or anyone recovering from illness. Unlike brown rice, which contains natural oils that can go rancid over time, white rice is free from these oils, giving it a much longer shelf life. But white rice isn't just about survival, it's about adaptability. You can use it to make everything from simple rice and beans to survival rice pudding with powdered milk and honey. It's cheap, reliable, and incredibly filling, making it a food that can sustain you and your family through even the toughest time. Don't underestimate the power of a few large bags of white rice. Properly stored, they could be the difference between hunger and sustenance in a long-term emergency. 7. The comfort food champion, pasta. Pasta is more than just a comfort food, it's a survivalist's dream. Traditional dried pasta, like spaghetti, penne, or macaroni, is incredibly shelf-stable and can last for years when stored properly. In fact, with the right conditions, cool, dry, and airtight pasta can remain edible for a decade or more. Some preppers even go the extra mile by vacuum sealing pasta in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers extending its shelf life to 20 years or beyond. This isn't just speculation, it's backed by real-world food storage science. What makes pasta such a smart choice for stockpiling? It's lightweight, calorie-dense, and easy to cook, requiring only boiling water to prepare. Its versatility is unmatched. You can pair it with canned vegetables, powdered cheese, or a bouillon cube to create a satisfying meal with minimal ingredients. Pasta also absorbs flavors exceptionally well, making it a great base for stretching limited supplies into something delicious and morale-boosting. During times of war, famine, and natural disasters, pasta has consistently proven its worth as a reliable and comforting food source. In addition to its practicality, pasta is a food that brings a sense of normalcy and comfort during challenging times. It's filling, quick to prepare, and doesn't require refrigeration, making it ideal for both short-term emergencies and long-term storage. To ensure your pasta stays fresh, store it in sealed containers or vacuum-sealed bags, away from moisture and pests. Whether you're preparing for a power outage or building a comprehensive emergency food supply, pasta deserves a prominent place on your shelf. It's not just food, it's a lifeline. 8. The nutritional powerhouse, rolled oats. Rolled oats might not be the flashiest item in your pantry, but they're one of the most valuable foods you can stockpile for long-term survival. When stored correctly, rolled oats can last up to 30 years, maintaining their nutritional value and versatility. This incredible shelf life is due to their low oil content, which prevents them from going rancid like some other grains. To keep them fresh, store oats in airtight containers with oxygen absorbers, away from heat, moisture, and pests. No refrigeration is needed, making them an ideal choice for emergency preparedness. What sets rolled oats apart is their nutritional profile. They're packed with fiber, protein, iron, and slow-burning carbohydrates, providing sustained energy and keeping you full for longer. In a survival situation where every calorie counts, oats are a reliable source of essential nutrients. They're also incredibly versatile. You can cook them traditionally with water, cold soak them if fuel is scarce, or even grind them into flour for baking. Add a bit of honey, powdered milk, or dried fruit, and you've got a warm, comforting meal that's both nutritious and satisfying. Rolled oats are more than just a breakfast food, they're a survival staple. They can be used in a variety of ways, from making porridge to thickening soups or stews. Their long shelf life, combined with their nutritional benefits and versatility, makes them a must-have for any emergency stockpile. Whether you're preparing for a food shortage, a natural disaster, or just want to be better prepared, rolled oats are a simple yet powerful addition to your pantry. In times of uncertainty, they offer both sustenance and peace of mind. 9. Ancient grains. The nutritional type quinoa, barley, millet, and buckwheat are not just grains. They're the backbone of civilizations that have thrived for thousands of years. These ancient grains have stood the test of time for a reason. They're incredibly durable, nutrient-dense, and versatile. When stored properly in airtight containers away from light and moisture, these grains can last anywhere from 10 to 20 years, sometimes even longer. Their longevity and resilience make them a must-have for any serious stockpile. What sets these grains apart from staples like white rice or wheat is their exceptional nutritional value. Quinoa, for instance, is a rare plant-based complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids. This makes it an invaluable source of protein for vegetarians or anyone without access to meat. Barley, on the other hand, is rich in fiber and supports healthy digestion, while millet is gentle on the stomach and naturally gluten-free. Buckwheat, despite its misleading name, is also gluten-free and loaded with magnesium and antioxidants, making it a powerhouse for overall health. These grains are not only nutritious but also incredibly versatile. You can boil them as a side dish, grind them into flour for baking, or use them in soups and stews. Pair them with beans, and you've got a complete protein meal that can sustain you through tough times. Interestingly, some of these grains, like millet and buckwheat, are drought-resistant and have been used in famine-stricken areas around the world. Their ability to thrive in harsh conditions makes them a symbol of resilience, both in the field and on your pantry shelf. If you're looking to diversify your stockpile with foods that are as nutritious as they are long-lasting, these ancient grains are a no-brainer. 10. The unsung pantry heroes. Cornstarch and powdered gelatin. Cornstarch and powdered gelatin might not be the first items you think of when building a survival stockpile, but their versatility and longevity make them indispensable. Cornstarch, that silky white powder often used in baking, has an almost indefinite shelf life when kept dry and sealed. It doesn't spoil or go bad, making it a reliable staple for thickening sauces, gravies, and soups, but its uses go far beyond the kitchen. Cornstarch can also be used to soothe skin irritations, rashes, or insect bites, making it a handy multi-purpose item in any emergency kit. Powdered gelatin, on the other hand, is a protein-rich substance derived from animal collagen. While it's commonly associated with desserts, its survival uses are far more practical. Stored in a cool, dry place, powdered gelatin can last for years, sometimes indefinite. It's a valuable source of protein and amino acids, especially when fresh meat is hard to come by. You can use it to bind foods together, stretch meals, or even create homemade energy bars. Its sticky properties when rehydrated also make it useful for quick repairs, like sealing cracks or fixing broken items. These two items are lightweight, inexpensive, and take up very little space, yet their utility in a crisis is immense. Cornstarch can help you cook better and treat minor ailments, while gelatin can provide essential nutrients and even serve as a makeshift adhesive. Together, they're the unsung heroes of the prepper pantry, proving that sometimes the smallest items can have the biggest impact when things go wrong. 11. The protein powerhouse, dried beans. Dried beans are the ultimate survival food, and for good reason. They're affordable, lightweight, and packed with nutrition, making them a cornerstone of any long-term emergency stockpile. When stored properly in airtight containers with oxygen absorbers, dried beans can last an incredible 25 to 30 years or more. This longevity, combined with their nutritional profile, makes them one of the most reliable foods you can have on hand. Beans are nutritional giants, loaded with protein, fiber, complex carbohydrates, and essential minerals like potassium and iron. They don't just fill you up, they fuel your body, providing the energy and nutrients needed to survive and thrive in challenging conditions. Their high protein content makes them an excellent meat substitute, while their fiber helps keep you full and supports digestion. In a world without grocery stores, a bowl of beans can be the difference between hunger and sustenance. But not all beans are created equal when it comes to storage. Dried beans are far superior to their canned counterparts for long-term use. They're lightweight, compact, and don't require refrigeration, making them ideal for stockpiling. To maximize their shelf life, store them in vacuum-sealed bags or mylar pouches with oxygen absorber. This will protect them from moisture, pests, and spoilage, ensuring they remain edible for decades. Dried beans are also incredibly versatile. From black beans to kidney beans, navy beans to lentils, the variety ensures you won't get bored. They can be cooked into soups, stews, or chili, paired with rice for a complete protein, or even mashed into spreads. In tough times, they offer not just nutrition but also comfort, turning simple ingredients into hearty, satisfying meals. If you're serious about survival, dried beans are a must-have. 12. The convenient contender. Canned beans. While dried beans are the long-term survival champions, canned beans are the quick and convenient alternative. Fully cooked and often pre-seasoned, canned beans are ready to eat straight out of the can, making them invaluable in emergencies where time, energy, or fuel is in short supply. In a crisis, the ability to open a can and have a meal ready in minutes can make all the difference. Canned beans typically have a shelf life of 2 to 5 years past their printed expiration date, but don't let that fool you. If stored in a cool, dry place and the can remains sealed and undamaged, the contents can stay safe and edible for much longer. In fact, some preppers have opened cans of beans that were over a decade old and found them perfectly fine. This reliability makes canned beans one of the most dependable items in any emergency stockpile. Nutritionally, canned beans are just as impressive as their dried counterpart. They're high in protein, rich in fiber, and packed with essential vitamins and minerals. Unlike many other canned foods, they're not just filler. They can serve as the base for a full, satisfying meal. A simple combination of canned beans and rice provides complete protein, sustained energy, and a comforting sense of normalcy in difficult times. The variety of canned beans is another advantage. From black beans to chickpeas, kidney beans to pinto beans, each type offers unique flavors and textures. They can be mixed into soups, mashed for spreads, or eaten straight from the can. Many even come with cooking liquid that can be used as a flavor enhancer or thickener if you're low on other ingredients. Compact, nutrient-dense, and incredibly convenient, canned beans are a smart addition to any pantry. Whether you're facing a short-term power outage or a long-term crisis, they're a reliable source of nutrition and comfort. 13. The protein powerhouse, canned fish. When it comes to long-lasting, shelf-stable protein, canned fish is a survivalist's dream. Whether it's tuna, salmon, sardines, mackerel, or even canned chicken, these protein-packed options are built to endure. Most canned fish has a shelf life of 5 years or more, but if stored properly in a cool, dry place, it can remain safe and edible well beyond that. This makes it an essential addition to any emergency stockpile. Canned fish isn't just about longevity, it's a nutritional goldmine. Packed with complete protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and essential vitamins like B12 and D, it provides nutrients that are often hard to find in shelf-stable food. These nutrients are vital for maintaining energy, brain function, and immune health, especially in situations where fresh food is unavailable. The best part, it's ready to eat straight from the can. No cooking, no water, no prep, just open and enjoy. This convenience is invaluable during power outages or emergencies when resources are limited. The versatility of canned fish is another reason it's a must-have. Tuna can be mixed into salads or wraps, salmon pairs beautifully with rice or pasta, and sardines can be eaten with crackers or mashed into spreads. Many canned fish options are packed in oil or water, adding extra calories and hydration, both critical in survival scenarios. To ensure your stockpile stays fresh, rotate your cans every few years and check for signs of rust, dents, or bulging before use. With its long shelf life, high nutritional value, and no-fuss preparation, canned fish is a reliable and practical choice for any emergency pantry. 14. The comforting essential peanut butter and nut butters. Few foods combine practicality and comfort as seamlessly as peanut butter and other nut butters. These creamy, calorie-dense spreads are not only delicious, but also incredibly useful in survival situations. An unopened jar of peanut butter can last up to 2 years, and often longer if stored in a cool, dry place. Almond, cashew, and sunflower seed butters have similar shelf lives, though their natural oils may cause them to separate or spoil faster if not stored properly. What makes nut butters so valuable is their nutritional density. Just a couple of tablespoons provide protein, healthy fats, fiber, and over 180 calories, making them an efficient source of energy when food supplies are limited. They don't require refrigeration until opened, are easy to portion, and can be eaten straight from the jar if necessary. In a crisis, the familiar taste and creamy texture of peanut butter can be a morale booster, offering a small sense of normalcy in uncertain times. Nut butters are also incredibly versatile. Spread them on crackers or bread, mix them into oatmeal, add them to shakes, or simply enjoy them by the spoonful. For long-term storage, opt for commercial brands with added stabilizers, as they tend to last longer than natural variety. Keep the lids tightly sealed and store them away from heat to maximize their shelf life. Peanut butter isn't just a pantry staple, it's a survival essential that delivers comfort, calories, and a much-needed energy boost when it matters most. 15. The long-lasting proteins, powdered eggs and freeze-dried meats. In a world without refrigeration, storing protein becomes a challenge. That's where powdered eggs and freeze-dried meats come into play. These lightweight, long-lasting options are a game-changer for any serious emergency food supply. Powdered eggs are made by dehydrating real eggs into a fine powder, preserving their nutrients without the need for cold storage. Properly packaged, they can last 10 to 15 years or more depending on how they're sealed. And they're not just for baking. Add water and you can scramble them just like fresh eggs. High in protein, vitamin D, and healthy fats, powdered eggs are a versatile ingredient for pancakes, omelets, casseroles, and more. Freeze-dried meats, on the other hand, are in a league of their own. Unlike jerky, which still contains some moisture and has a shorter shelf life, freeze-dried meats are nearly 100% moisture-free. This gives them an incredible shelf life of 25 to 30 years when stored in Mylar bags or cans with oxygen absorber. Whether it's beef, chicken, turkey, or even sausage, these meats are cooked and then freeze-dried, locking in flavor and nutrition for decades. They're easy to rehydrate with water, cook quickly, and add real substance to meals like rice, beans, soups, or pasta. In a crisis when fresh food is unavailable and energy is low, your body will crave real protein. Powdered eggs and freeze-dried meats provide that in a compact, shelf-stable form. They may not be glamorous, but they offer something even more important: real fuel for your body and peace of mind for the future. These are the kinds of foods that turn a stockpile into a survival lifeline. 16. The energy boosters: nuts, seeds, and trail mix. When every calorie counts, nuts, seeds, and trail mix are the ultimate survival snacks. These lightweight, nutrient-dense foods are packed with the kind of energy your body needs under stress. Properly stored, they can last 1 to 2 years and often longer if vacuum-sealed or kept in airtight containers away from heat and light. Their portability and long shelf life make them ideal for bug-out bags, emergency kits, or quick grab-and-go situations. Nuts like almonds, peanuts, walnuts, and cashews are rich in healthy fats, protein, and fiber, providing long-lasting energy and keeping you full for longer. Seeds such as sunflower, chia, flax, and pumpkin offer similar benefits, often with added minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc. Together, they deliver a powerful combination of nutrients in a small, portable package. They require no cooking, no water, and no prep, making them incredibly convenient in survival scenarios. Trail mix takes these benefits to the next level. Often a blend of nuts, seeds, dried fruit, and sometimes chocolate or granola, it combines fast energy with long-burning nutrition. In the middle of a stressful event, a handful of trail mix can feel like a real treat, providing not just physical sustenance but also an emotional boost. To maximize their shelf life, store nuts, seeds, and trail mix in vacuum-sealed bags, mason jars with oxygen absorbers, or even the freezer. This will protect them from air, moisture, and pests, ensuring they stay fresh and ready to eat. These foods may be simple, but they're survival smart. Whether you're snacking on the go, mixing them into oatmeal, or using them to fuel a long day, nuts, seeds, and trail mix are small but mighty additions to any emergency stockpile. They're proof that sometimes the best things really do come in small packages. 17. The dairy lifesaver: powdered milk and shelf-stable dairy. When fresh milk is no longer an option and refrigeration becomes a luxury, powdered milk and shelf-stable dairy step in as essential survival food. These items bring both comfort and nutrition to your stockpile, offering versatility that's hard to match. Powdered milk in particular is a game changer. Properly stored in sealed containers with oxygen absorbers, it can last an impressive 10. That's decades of dairy without the need for a fridge, making it a reliable source of calcium, protein, and vitamin D, nutrients that are often scarce in shelf-stable foods. Powdered milk might not sound exciting, but its uses are endless. Rehydrated with clean water, it can be used just like fresh milk in cereal, coffee, baking, or even creamy soups and sauces. For families with children, having milk on hand during a crisis can provide a sense of normalcy and comfort. Beyond powdered milk, shelf-stable dairy options like evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk, and canned cream are invaluable. These items can last 2 to 5 years unopened and are perfect for creating rich, high-calorie meals when fresh ingredients are unavailable. For those looking to expand their options, freeze-dried cheese and butter powder are excellent additions. These products can last 15 to 25 years and bring back the flavors and textures of fresh dairy in survival cooking. Imagine being able to make pancakes, mashed potatoes, or even mac and cheese without needing a single refrigerated ingredient. Powdered milk and shelf-stable dairy don't just fill a gap in your pantry. They open up a world of possibilities, ensuring you're not just surviving but thriving in any crisis. 18. The indestructible classic: hardtack and survival biscuit. Hardtack, the original survival food, has been a staple for centuries, and for good reason. This rock-hard biscuit was a lifesaver for sailors, soldiers, and pioneers who needed food that wouldn't spoil, mold, or crumble under pressure. Made from just 3 simple ingredients: flour, water, and salt, hardtack is designed to last. When baked until completely dry and stored in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed with oxygen absorbers, it can remain edible for decades, even over. Some historical samples of hardtack have been found intact and still technically edible, proving its durability. While hardtack isn't known for its flavor, it's a survival food through and through. On its own, it's tough and bland, but that's by design. It's meant to be soaked in liquids like soup, broth, coffee, or milk, where it softens and absorbs flavor. This makes it an excellent filler, stretching meals and providing much-needed calories in tough times. Modern versions, often called survival biscuits or ration bars, take the concept of hardtack and improve upon it. These bars are fortified with vitamins and designed to deliver dense calories with minimal preparation. Some can last 20 years or more without refrigeration, making them a reliable option for long-term storage. Whether you're baking your own hardtack or purchasing ready-made survival bars, these tough little biscuits are more than just food. They're a testament to resilience, offering a simple yet effective way to stave off hunger when resources are scarce. In the worst-case scenario, hardtack might just be the first thing that keeps you going, proving that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. 19. The sweet essentials, sugar and molasses. In a survival situation, sweetness might seem like a luxury, but sugar and molasses are far more than that. These long-lasting, energy-rich ingredients are essential for any serious prepper's pantry. White granulated sugar, for instance, has an indefinite shelf life when kept dry and tightly sealed. It doesn't spoil, mold, or go bad, making it one of the most reliable items you can stockpile. While it may clump over time in humid environments, this is easily fixed by breaking it up or using a moisture absorber. Stored in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags, sugar can outlast nearly everything else in your kitchen. Molasses, on the other hand, offers a different kind of value. This thick, dark syrup is a byproduct of sugar refining but is packed with nutrients like iron, calcium, magnesium, and potassium. These minerals are hard to find in processed foods and are crucial in a survival diet. While molasses doesn't last forever like sugar, an unopened jar can stay good for 5 to 10 years and sometimes longer if stored in cool, dark conditions. Together, sugar and molasses are more than just sweeteners. They're versatile ingredients for baking, fermentation, and even preservation. Beyond their culinary uses, these items have practical applications in survival scenarios. Sugar can be used in poultices to help wounds heal faster, while molasses has been used for generations to treat anemia and fatigue. In low-energy situations, a spoonful of sugar or molasses can provide a quick energy boost and lift morale. These aren't just indulgences, they're strategic calories that can sweeten both your food and your day when times get tough. 20. The comfort in a cup, instant coffee and tea. When disaster strikes and routines are upended, it's often the smallest comforts that make the biggest difference. Instant coffee and tea might seem like luxuries, but in a long-term crisis, they serve a much deeper purpose. These lightweight, compact items bring warmth, energy, and a sense of normalcy to even the most challenging situations. Best of all, they last a very long time. Unopened instant coffee, especially freeze-dried varieties, can last 20 years or more if stored in a cool, dry place. Even regular instant coffee sealed in jars or packets has a shelf life of 5 to 10 years and often much longer. Similarly, tea bags, when kept away from heat, air, and moisture, can remain flavorful and safe to drink for several years, sometimes even a decade.